Hey, good morning guys. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Renee. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate you being here. I hope while you're here, you'll decide that you enjoy what you're seeing and you'll join the family. Go down below, hit that subscribe button, and then turn up the notification bell next to it. That way you can get notified of any and all future uploads. You see the thumbnail and you see the title. It looks like something you might want to check out. Then come on over. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. It really means a lot to me. It helps out my channel, lets YouTube know you enjoy my content, and helps to get my videos pushed out there so other people might be able to come join the family as well. And leave a comment. Let me know that you stopped by. If you want to see what today's video is all about, which you've probably seen from the thumbnail and the title, so stick around because I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. Today we're just doing a basic look because it's my day off and I got some errands to run. I got to go to the post office. I have the pest control guy coming over. I have to go get my mammogram done today. Woohoo! Exciting stuff. Getting your boobies squished. Exciting, yeah. You want to do it, don't you? No, nobody wants to do it. It's so uncomfortable, but it has to be done, so we're doing it. And then I have a massage scheduled later, and I think that's it. Today we are going to use this Purely Silk Glow BB base primer that I got. Was this in my Ipsy? I think it was in my Ipsy. That's what it looks like. So we're gonna put this on real quick. I like to get right here, like mainly in my T-zone. I didn't think I had too bad of pores, but I've been noticing that I do, especially like later in the day when I'm looking at how my foundation is sitting. I can notice it right here, and I never really noticed it before. So I think, you know, getting a good primer would be good for me. And I just have to keep an eye later in the day and see how my foundation is wearing to make sure that it's good. You know what I mean? Next, we're going to use the Purely Radiant Glow Illuminating BB Cream. Where did I get this? I'm telling you, you guys, I can't keep squat straight, but that's what it looks like. Get this all over my face. I'm just using this brush right here. I don't know what kind this is. I think I got this in a pack off of Amazon. We'll see how this works with the brush. I think I can still see some redness right here. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't think it looks too bad. Let's try this sponge on the other side. I'm going to put a little bit of setting spray on it just to get it a little damp. I don't want to really spread it out too much. I just want to tap it in. I have these little marks right here that I get from my glasses, and I don't know how to fix that. I think maybe I should go in and get my glasses adjusted. Then maybe they won't do that to my nose, because it's so frustrating. Like, whether I'm wearing makeup or not, it leaves these really bad indents in my nose. It drives me crazy. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tap this in a little bit. I think once I get powder and everything on, things will start to look a little bit better. I think I'm going to use my e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. This is in light sand. I think this is the hydrating one. And if you don't get all the coverage that you want from the BB cream, you can always use a concealer to kind of conceal spots that you're seeing. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush and just kind of tap this concealer in. I might need to use a sponge. I think I might have put too much. Dang it, you guys. A little goes a long way with that. I'm just saying. I didn't really think I put that much, but I guess I did. Okay, how's that looking, guys? Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my Tarte translucent Shape Tape powder. I really like this. I've really been trying to get through my CoverGirl, but gosh, there's so much powder in there. I don't think it's ever gonna get used. Ooh, but I'm trying. It's got like the little mesh there. It's not bad. It's a lot neater than my other powder, but I like to tap it like this to get some of the powder onto that little loofah thing. I still feel like you can see some redness here. So if you want coverage, the BB cream is not your girl. But I don't think it says that it's like full coverage or anything like that. For normal, dry skin, even sensitive. Doesn't really say. But BB creams are usually not like full coverage. They would be like light to medium. Let's use my bronzer now. Right here. My Avon one that I love. And I've been using this. I can't remember where I got this brush at. Obsession. Obsession. It says right there. Makeup London. Okay. Did I get this in a Ipsy bag? Just get this on my cheeks. Around the base of my head. My hairline. Get a little bit on my nose. I watched this movie on the flight home from Maryland. And I had seen it before when I traveled with my son like a year and a half ago when we went back east. And this movie was on the flight and I watched it, and I think I had remembered seeing some like teasers about it at some point, but I had never watched it. And it's called 5 Feet Apart. Try and clean that brush off a little bit. It's called 5 Feet Apart, and it's about this girl that has, I believe it's cystic fibrosis. All right, blush. I'm gonna use my ColourPop Desert Rose. I got this in my PR box, and I love it. It came with a lip oil as well. I'm just gonna tap this up here, but it's about this girl who has cystic fibrosis, and when you have cystic fibrosis, it has something to do with your lungs, and like you can get, some of them, from what I get from the movie, some of them can get a lung transplant, or they can be on, like, there's medication that they can take to kind of help, and there's treatments that they do to help clear up their lungs, because I guess what it does is it produces too much mucus, and so it makes it hard for them to breathe. But people who have cystic fibrosis can't be around each other, because it's kind of like the whole, during the pandemic, you have to be 6 feet apart. Well, it's the same thing with them. They have to stay at least 6 feet apart, because, you know, if you cough or sneeze or whatever and the other person breathes it in, well, cystic fibrosis cases, they can be dangerous to each other, so they have to stay away from each other. So she's very, how do you say, anal about her med cart and stuff like that. And there's this other guy that has cystic fibrosis that is in the hospital as well, and it drives her crazy that he doesn't take it as seriously as he should, you know, and monitoring his meds better. So she actually ends up like making a deal with him. Like, she wants to help him with his treatments and stuff like that, because he doesn't take it serious, and she gets really irritated about that. She's like, then why are you here? give your spot to somebody who really wants to live, you know what I mean? Because he just seems like the type that doesn't really, you know, care. But anyways, she ends up helping him with his treatments. They end up getting really close and becoming like really good friends. And the deal was that he wanted to draw her, and in order to draw her, he needed to be good about his treatments, which he did. And it's so cute, but it sucks because they can't be near each other. You know what I mean? It like breaks your heart because, you know, they go on this like date at the hospital, and it's so cute. They're just so cute with each other, and you just want them to be able to be close. But then her best friend that's in the hospital ends up dying, and it's really hard on her because her best friend is also a cystic I hope I'm saying that right, but he's also a patient in the hospital as well, and he dies, and she like goes over the deep end because her sister had also died. Like, I don't know if it was like maybe a couple years when her sister had died. I'm using my e.l.f. taupe brow pencil. But it really was hard on her. And then she was like mean to the guy that she likes. And he ends up like throwing all of his stuff in his bag from the hospital room, and then like storms off. And then she ends up putting her coat on, and she ends up going outside. And she was just like, her and her sister used to look out of her hospital window at the city lights. And so she always wanted to go there. So that's where she was heading. And when she goes outside, she sees him sitting in the like hospital, I guess like waiting room or something like that, because you can see him through the glass, and he ends up going with her. And it was just such a good movie. It ends up, the end of the movie is the part where the first time I watched it, when I was on the plane with my son, dude, I lost my shit for real. I was like sobbing uncontrollably. It was really hard to keep it together on the plane. I'm going to use my Violet Voss palette that I got in my Ipsy bag. I used the BizyBeauty concealer on my lids, and I'm going to use this silk color to set it. But they end up going for a walk because she wants to walk to the lights. And they end up stopping at this like pond. I don't want to give you guys too much. I don't want to give you guys too much, but you just need to watch it. If you like tear jerkers, you know, it's definitely a movie for you. But I was crying uncontrollably when I was watching the end of this movie. And my son, I could see him out of the corner of my eye just looking at me. And when I saw the movie on the plane, I wanted to watch it again because it's a really good movie. And again, I was crying at the end because it's just, you just really feel for them because they love each other so much and they enjoy each other's company and they can't be close to each other. And it just breaks your heart. But it was a good movie. It was just, you know what I mean? So if you ever get a chance to watch 5 Feet Apart, definitely watch 5 Feet Apart. I'm going to go into Teddy right here. I'm going to put it in the crease. And I'm using this blinged brush. And I'm just going to tap it in there. I love a good movie that can touch your heart. And that movie did that. It touched my heart. It made me appreciate things, you know what I mean? Because I can't imagine what it would be like to have such strong feelings for somebody that you can't be near, that you can't touch. She's a vlogger in the movie too. She like vlogs her whole story because she started a YouTube channel to teach people about cystic fibrosis. And she posts this one video where she's like, cystic fibrosis took all this stuff away from me. So now I'm going to take something back. Which is why the movie's called 5 Feet Apart. Because she takes that 1 foot back. Because she's supposed to keep her distance 6 feet. And she ends up saying she uses a pool stick. It's so cute. She uses a pool stick. And so that you just have to watch the movie. they like hang out and they go to the pool, and it's just so cute. Just so cute, but so sad at the same time. I highly recommend, if you haven't seen it though, you watch it and let me know what you think of it, because I thought it was a great movie. My dad just texted me. He had his PET scan yesterday to see if the chemo and radiation worked. And he's also got a couple, he just texted saying that he got a couple biopsies today because he's getting this thing on his forehead. And he thought it was skin cancer, and then he went and got it tested, and they said it wasn't skin cancer, but it's getting worse. So now they're testing it again, and he won't know for a couple weeks, which really sucks because, you know what I mean? It's already been going on for so long. The longer they wait, the worse it's going to get. I don't know. I just hope he's going to be okay. And I hate waiting. My anxiety's like freaking out. Like, I need to know, are you going to be okay? Like, what, you know, do you got to do more treatments? I need to know, because otherwise my head is going all over the place. And I try to distract myself, you know, with my house and work and my channel. But sometimes when you're sitting by yourself and you're alone with your thoughts, your head starts going all over the place. There's a couple times where I've actually, like, I don't know, start crying and just feeling overwhelmed, you know. I'm good most of the time. Just every once in a while, you have one of those days where you're just freaking out. And this video is getting super long. I need to hurry up. So I'm going to use, let me color switch this one off a little bit. This MOTD Sultry Smudge Brush, I used this yesterday when I got ready, and I really like the way it lays the color down on the outer V, which I'm going to use this Chocolate color. Just do a basic, neutral, natural look today. We'll see how it turns out. I'm going to use this color down on the bottom too. And then I'm just going to tap it on and kind of just get right in here, and I'll blend this all out after I'm done getting it laid down. I think it looks really pretty. I don't see any patchiness. I don't know, what do you guys think? How's it look? All right, I'm gonna finish up the other eye and the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about the final look. Don't go anywhere, because I don't want this video to be too long. And I gotta run to the post office before the pest control guy comes, which he was supposed to come between 8 and 9, and then he forgot his kid had late start today, so he's not gonna be here till 10. So that gives me some time to hurry up and run to the post office and get Kimmy's package out to her. So stick around, I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. And the look is done. Using my Violet Voss 6-color eyeshadow and pressed pigment. It doesn't look like it has a name, but I love this. And I love this packaging. It's like kind of like suede, which is what I couldn't think of when I like unboxed my Ipsy. I couldn't think of what, but it kind of feels like a little bit suede. But let's get into what I did. So I used my KVD cake pencil for tight line. I used my ColourPop cream gel liner, and this is in Overboard. Just a PSA, make sure you, when you store it like this instead of like this, because every time I've been storing my liners like this instead of like this, and when I open them, the whole thing pops out. It hasn't broken yet though, so I can still use it, but I use that on my waterline. I think it looks really pretty. I used my Laura Geller Fortifying Lash Primer. Yes, it's still going strong, guys. It's at the end of its life, but it's hanging on. And my Urban Decay Perversion Mascara that I got in one of my PR boxes, and I love it. What do you guys think? I really think that it's a good mascara. Like, at first I wasn't sure, but sometimes if you use things like more than just once, you kind of grow to like it. So I think I'm liking it. And then I used my, this is La Muse Deep Color Lip Balm in Cherry, which I really like this as well. I think it's pretty. I put my jewelry on, my bracelets and my earrings and my Amanda necklace. These are my Amanda bracelets as well. And I used my little hair tie that I got in my FabFitFun box, which I love the hair scrunchies. They're great. But what do you guys think? I like this. It didn't leave any patchiness. I think it looks good. I think anything that might be like off is my application and blending and nothing to do with the performance of the palette. But I like it. I'm glad I have it in my collection. But that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed whatever you want to call it. I think I'm going to put this up Friday. So Flick Friday because we talked about a movie. I don't know. Life update because we talked about my dad. I guess once I'm done editing, we'll figure out what to call this video. But I love you guys all so very much. I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I love and appreciate every single one of you. I hope that you will come back and see me in my next video. Take care. Stay safe. I love you all. Bye.